No, I couldn't say that.
Did you hear this recently?
Yes. We're trying to find a new president at Bowling Green.
Yes.
On the selection
Are you on the
down
selection
there.
committee?
Yes.
By the way, I don't know whether they got through to you that...
You're rolling? Dr. Russell Humbert, the president of DePauw University, is the former pastor of Epworth Methodist Church here in Toledo. And Dr. Humbert, the church has taken on a few changes since you were here, I believe.
That's right, Gordon. I think for the better, too.
How do you like the new facility compared with the one which burned down a few years ago?
Well, minister, who's one of my very good friends, and incidentally a DePauw dad, took me past the church this morning where we're going to speak tonight. I'm thrilled. I think it's a beautiful church. I like the architecture, and I like the feeling of the wide openness, too, of the church. It's a very, very cheerful place.
Very good. As president of a liberal arts college, and one which is highly recognized and becoming extremely well known because of the college quiz bowl, how do you see the future of small liberal arts schools?
Well, you've asked the right question. I don't know if it's the right person or not. I happen to believe that the future for the strong liberal arts college is very, very secure. Some of my friends, not in this field, have sort of suggested that maybe the liberal arts college being rocked back on its heels, you know, struggling for survival. Now, I think some of them will struggle. I think some of them will go down. But I feel that most of the schools that we know about, and I'm thinking about the fine Ohio schools, and we could name them, these are the kind of schools that are going to take advantage of this, and it's going to be a challenge. The future is secure if they'll work, but we have to struggle.
These fine schools you refer to, for the most part, have a relatively small enrollment. Will it be possible with the expanding student population to maintain that small stature?
Well, some of them will grow. Some of them will, I would say, remain relatively where they are. Now, I can only use the Indiana schools as a criteria because I know them better, and we have what's called the Indiana Conference on Higher Education, which is an umbrella organization for all higher education. And I would say that most of our privately endowed church-related institutions are going to grow in the next 10 years, not more than, say, 10%. But your state schools are going to grow much more than that. Now, we have a few of our privately endowed schools that are willing to take a greater part of the enrollment. I think our emphasis has got to be on quality, and this is where we're going to try to stay.
You mean not only academic quality, but quality of student body as well, is that correct?
Right, without being snobbish. Now, I think here we have to be a little careful because I think there's a tendency when you have a bulge of enrollment to say, well, we'll skim off the academic cream. This would be wrong. Now, we're all striving for the best students we can get, but we ought to also pay attention to the fact that some mighty fine people have been good B and C students.
Yes,
and they're the people who are chairman of the board many times, president of the corporation. And I think we have to take a good long look at this.
You're involved in another project quite different from administering a very fine college, and that's in the National Institute of Mental Health. I wonder if you'd tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yes, this is one of those goodwill jobs. I was appointed by the former Surgeon General to be a part of a 10-man council of the National Institutes of Health in the Mental Health Division. Our job is to supervise the giving of about $70 million a year in the field of mental health for training and for research. We feel that this is a very important thing that's being done to educate the public and also to do research in the field of mental health. We've made tremendous strides in these past number of years to help people understand that mental disease can be cured as readily and sometimes more readily than some of the common things that we've taken for granted over the years.
You say we've made tremendous strides. Do we still have some distance to go?
We have a long ways to go, but it's really quite a bright future as I see it because of our attitude toward mental health. That is, people can be helped. They can be taken back or be placed back into society and become normal, productive kind of people.
One other question I should like to ask, sir, and that refers to your summer activity. I think you have a very thrilling and exciting summer lined up.
We're looking forward to it. I'm going to be the preacher at the American Church in Paris for 5 Sundays in July. And Mrs. Humbert and I are going to do this trip this time alone. We've taken the children with us before, and all I have to do is preach once a Sunday, and then I can travel between, we can travel between Sundays. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a great experience for us. And our choir, incidentally, is going to be traveling in Europe for the second time. And we have a number of other projects from DePauw, so it's going to be sort of a meeting place, and I imagine we have a good many DePauw people there, too.
Well, very good. The very best of everything to you, sir, and thank you for coming in this afternoon.
Thank you, Gordon. It's a pleasure to see you again, and congratulations on your coming marriage.
Thank you very much, Dr. Humbert.
Yes, sir.